delighted to have you here. You know, Angela, this is such an exciting time in our industry, in your industry, and in so many of the industries of all of the customers who are represented here. Can you put it into perspective for us? What do you see happening? What are you feeling?
You know, it's kind of like you said, there's a massive social revolution going on, and the way we kind of look at it is, it's borderless, it's agnostic. It's the new universal language, social media, and it is creating a new universal culture. And with a company like Burberry, with a workforce 70% under the age of 30, and that's kind of why I said what I said in the video. And I will tell you, I saw the top of the image up. You know, the first time I came out, Mark, and literally this relationship is 3 months old. Mark and I just met last May, and I feel like, you know, we were meant to meet. Burberry's had this dream for quite a while, and we've been meeting with a lot of people around the world. And in one meeting, at one hotel room, we have saved this. This is a napkin, and I sat there and shared with you this dream, and we called it the Burberry community.
I'm actually known worldwide for my artistic skills.
Inside, we call this Mark's masterpiece. So, and we've saved it. But it was impressive because you sat there and you listened and you drew out this whole vision that we had. And then you looked at me and you said, this is a social enterprise. But then even more importantly, you shot a picture of it with your iPad, you put it up on Chatter, your executives around the world were feeding back the things that we could do together. And I think it was the fastest deal we've ever done, and it's one of the fastest implementations we're putting in place. And I thank you for understanding the vision.
Well, we're so excited to work with Burberry, and you know, you're a great leader. This is a tremendous brand. You know, when I sat with you there, what I saw you have all these great customers, and you want to build these great social profiles around these customers. That's really important to you, and I recognize that. I see that you want to do that because you want to make sure that they're feeling your brand. That is the essential part of the Burberry vision and Burberry becoming a social enterprise. And then as we started to fill it out, I saw, you know, you've got SAP on your back office, legacy enterprise technology. You've got Burberry World. You've got your stores. You've got your social monitoring, Burberry events, your suppliers, your franchise partners, your wholesale customers, your investors, and the mobile devices and Twitter and Facebook, and your employees, and bringing them all together. And then even doing things like gamification and the virality. And these were the things that kind of came up with us in the meeting, and we were lucky to kind of write all these things down. But I think this is a template for a lot of companies in this room who are trying to build their social enterprises. But what do you see as the next level? What is the next step for all these companies?
You know, I think probably twofold. I think the biggest fear probably is we've all made heavy investments, as you said, on the back end of our businesses. Heavy investments. And so when you take platform or apps or solutions that Salesforce is offering, how do you plug those back into the existing infrastructure? Because that infrastructure doesn't go away. And that's where partners, you said, Verizon, Capgemini, I mean, big partners. None of that goes away. To me, Salesforce is just an addition, and then you work with these existing partners to leverage the infrastructure you have in place so that you can optimize the social enterprise. So I think that's one mark. But I think the other, probably for Burberry, and again, we sat there at the lunch that day, and I shared with you Burberry World, which was our new platform that we had just launched, and millions of people a week.
We've seen that for the first time up here on the screens. Very exciting.
Thank you. And millions of people come to Burberry World from all over the world, and it was so important that as a global luxury brand, that, you know, the brand is our greatest asset. That is the number one thing that we're selling before we sell anything else. So, you know, we create rich content. It's compelling. It's emotive. And so you understood again at Salesforce, and again, you guys are agile, you're fast, you're flexible, and I said, I love everything you're doing, but we got to brand it. It's got to feel like Burberry. So to have the opportunity to take your solutions, your applications, and to brand them pure Burberry, whether it's chatter, whether it's tweaking the customer journey, and I think for most customers in the audience, that's again another huge opportunity.
You know, one of the things that I saw in that meeting, and I see it again today, and I'll connect it back to this room, one of the things that we try to do at Salesforce is we obviously create great technology, we have great customer relationships, but it's also about creating a great feeling. We have a great feeling in the room. I hear so much from my friend Neil Young on the importance of music and how music can help you feel, and that's why he is on this passionate to create this next generation of music that's digital, but that brings back that feeling of live music that you get when you're in an auditorium or vinyl records. you're also all about feeling. When people get to the store, you want to make sure they have a good feeling. When they're on your website, you want to have that consistent feeling. What is that connection that we're looking for? What is that brand appeal connected to feeling? Can you explain that to us?
That's a $1 billion question, I think. But
I only answer $1 billion questions.
And again, for us, honestly, it's about consistency. And it's about totally being agnostic. It's not about device. It's not about channel. It is about, wherever the customer goes. And, another thing I shared with you when we were out there was we were launching a new fragrance, which coincidentally is launching like right now, this week. And we shared...
What is it called?
It's called Burberry Body. But we shared with you some really, we've got a great, young, amazing team as well. And we shared with you their vision about how to launch that in 100 countries to 15,000 partners, across every device, across every platform. How do we do that? And it was a little disruptive, a little thought-provoking. Again, you got it. You even grew and I think smell the brand because of the fragrance, and we didn't figure that one out yet. But I think that it's so important as we go forward because this social enterprise has got to drive economic value. And so, you are a part of creating the social revolution. I don't know if there's just one going on. You guys are helping creating it, but there's also a convergence that you are kind of causing, whether that's between search or between social or between customers that have something to sell. So I think unlocking this economic value from this social enterprise by doing things like this is really what's in the future for Burberry and Salesforce.
Very exciting. Angela, are you going to be able to stay here and talk with so many customers here? I'm sure would love to meet you and talk to you and share those experiences.
We're here. The whole team is here.
Would everyone please welcome and thank Angela